Hello, and welcome to Beyond Books, where I talk about books from Book of the Month Club and beyond. Before I get started, I'd like to ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. That will build up your YouTube karma, which is a good thing to do. And speaking of YouTube karma, I do want to give a big shout out to another channel called Reading This Life. She gave me a shout out in her video and also gave me some excellent feedback on my channel and how to improve things. So I appreciate that very much. She has a great channel, and it would be nice if you could pop in there and visit her channel as well. I will put a link below. So today I'm going to talk about my December reads. The month has already started. We're already on the 6th, so I have delved into it just a little bit so far. I actually finished one, Homicide for the Holidays by Cheryl Honingford. This book is part of a series. It's called The Viv and Charlie Mysteries. This happens to be the second one in a series of 3, but they can be read as standalones. She does go back over some of the information that was in the first book, though. These are set in the 1930s, Chicago, kind of the heyday of crime there. And they're about basically a detective by the name of Charlie. He's a private investigator. Viv is a woman who has kind of a crush on Charlie, and she works in radio because remember it's in the 1930s. There's no TV, there's no internet yet, but she works in radio. She's a voice actor, and so in this installment, she uncovered some information about her family and got Charlie to delve into some as well. And she learned, quite a few things about the background of her family that were unexpected to her. So it was a pretty good book. I read through it in just a couple of days. And then another fun Christmas read that I just started a couple of days ago, but I'm actually almost done, is another one from a series. It's called Daxon Through the Snow. And is by an author by the name of David Rosenfeld. This is also, again, part of a series. The series is called The Andy Carpenter Mysteries. Andy is a lawyer who is trying to retire, but he keeps getting pulled into different mysteries, different cases. His wife is a retired police detective. So between the two of them, they, managed to find quite a few things to do and to be involved in. Many of the books have a dog character or several dog characters, really, because this particular author has started his own dog rescue, which is pretty incredible. I was reading from his website. It's called davidrosenfeld.com. I'll put a link below. He's rescued over 4,000 dogs, many of them golden retrievers. So these are really fun. He uses a lot of humor, but there's also serious crimes. This particular book has a murder in it. So yeah, it's a good series. Interesting. I would definitely read another one from it. I just started it a day or two ago, and I'm just about done. So good book. Also for this month, I plan on reading my book of the month. It hasn't arrived yet. That possibly could be due to Christmas and the extra volume of mail. I kind of expected it a little bit sooner, but when that comes in, I will do just a short video with an unboxing, so you'll get to see what my choice was for book of the month. There was a choice of 5 different books this month. Also, the other day, probably about a week or so ago, I walked down to a local bookstore of ours, and it happens to be an independent bookstore. If you have one in your area or more than one in your area, I really suggest going there and taking a look. You never know, you can find some different things. I found a couple of interesting things that I've kind of been working through already this month. One is a collection of local horror stories. It's called Dark Corners of the Old Dominion. Obviously, I live in Virginia. That's the Old Dominion. And what it says in the back is, from Edgar Allan Poe's Ragged Mountains to the shores of Tidewater's 7 cities, from the blood-soaked battlefields of the Civil War to the shadowy political arena of the D.C. Beltway, we have 400 years worth of ghost stories, folk horrors, small-town terrors, urban legends, backwoods beasts, otherworldly secrets, and just down-home Southern Gothic. So I've already read a couple of these stories, and I found them to be quite good. One of the interesting things about this copy that I got at the local bookstore, and this is where I say you find things and come across things that you might not otherwise get or otherwise think about. This particular copy, and if I can find an example, I will show it to you. This particular copy has most of the stories, not all of them, but a lot of the stories are signed by the author of that particular story. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. This is also available on Amazon. If anyone is interested, it will be in the link below, as well as links to all the other books that I'm discussing in this video. I also got at that local bookstore another book by a local author. It's another horror story. I must have been in a horror mood that day. And this one is called Beneath Ash and Bone by R. Alexander Ward. This takes place in a town called Shelburne, Virginia. It says it's a quiet backwater town in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and this takes place in the days before the Civil War. It involves the local town sheriff and a missing child. So I thought it was sounded like it was an interesting book. I haven't even started this one yet, but this will be on my TBR for December. This is also available on Amazon, so I will definitely link it below. So that's December for me. Last week I had an opportunity to go to our local symphony, a presentation of Christmas Pops, and that was just a fun day. I hadn't heard any live music for quite a while, so it was pretty exciting to be there and hear the symphony. It was a very good presentation, which I enjoyed a lot. This week and next week, I'll probably go to some local light displays, Christmas light displays, and I hope finish my Christmas shopping. So I sincerely hope that you all are enjoying your holiday season. It's a special time of year, and once this is over, guys, we start a new year, and we have the colder and sometimes more quiet months, so you might as well enjoy now, right? That's what it's for. And again, I'd like to remind you to just like and subscribe, comment on my videos. I always appreciate that. And as always, I just want to remind you before I close that you are the author of your own story. So craft it well, enjoy yourself, make every chapter as exciting as possible, and advance your story along as you go, because some of the books are pretty fast reads. So take care, everyone. Bye now.